Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Homestuck Readers Theater, a brand new podcast on the Radioactive Walrus Entertainment Channel, where here we bring together some of the new talents in voice casting to bring you Andrew Hussie's magnum opus, Homestuck. Would you all each like to introduce yourselves by name and the role that you would be portraying tonight?
Hello, I'm Drew Cupp, and I'll be providing the voice for the narrator.
Welcome, Drew.
Hello, I'm Alex Knoll, and I will be providing the voice of John Egbert.
Hello, I'm Zachary, and I'll be providing the voice of the mayor.
Hello, I'm Caitlin, and I'll be providing the voice of Rose.
Hi guys, I'm Heather, and I will be providing the voice of Jade.
And as always, I am your Uncle Walrus, Jonathan Knoll, and I will be providing the voice of Dave Strider. All right. And with very little ceremony, we begin.
A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today that he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be?
And listeners, for those of you listening and reading along, when you hear this sound, that is your indication to turn the page. Or, you know, change the page. So, alright.
Zoop smell poop lord. Try again, smartass. John Egbert. Yeah.
Examine room.
Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered around your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You like to program computers, but you are not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore and are an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do?
Drew, you're going to need to do the links as well.
Got it. John, quickly retrieve arms from drawer. Your arms are in your magic chest, poop lord. Remove cake from magic chest. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. John, quickly retrieve arms from magic chest. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. You capture log them in your Silodex. You have no idea what that actually means, though. There are other items in the chest. John, examine contents of chest. In there, you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hand of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of those things. Among the artifacts are 2 fake arms, currently captured in your Silodex, 1 pair of trick handcuffs, 1 stunt sword, 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of Beaglepuss glasses, several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, and 1 copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text for magical frivolity and practical japery, and 1 copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Caveney. Some of this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you decide to just take the smoke pellets. John, capture log smoke pellets. You stow the smoke pellets in one of your capture log cards in your Silodex. You aren't really totally sure what that means, but you are starting to get the hang of the vernacular at least. You have 2 empty capture log cards remaining. John, equip fake arms. You aren't totally sure if equip is a verb copacetic with the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. The card is underneath the one you just used to capsulog the smoke pellets. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms. But this is probably inadvisable, since you'll just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Sylladex fetch modus is currently dictated by the logic of stacked data structure. You were never all that good with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps, you will advance new, more practical fetch modi for your Sylladex with a little more experience. John, examined Problem Sleuth poster. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled than that? You really doubt it. This poster was one of your wisest purchases. There's a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. John, read note on drawer. This note is rich with the aromas of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Beside the note is a rolled-up poster. John, take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what is printed on the poster. You'll need to find some way to hang it on your wall. John, acquire hammers and nails. They will come in handy. You first place the hammer in your Sylladex, but now all of your captcha-log cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. John, take nails. You captcha-log 4 nails in the top card, and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. Oh well, they're probably completely useless anyway, but you probably don't want to do that again, unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you now feel that you have gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. The next thing you will probably be exceptionally meaningful. John, squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk. This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet, the polished surface of your desk, it beckons. John, combine the nails and hammer. You merge the top 2 cards. The hammer and nails are now captcha-logged in the same card and can be used together. John, use hammer and nails on poster. You use the hammer and nails card in conjunction with the card beneath it. John, nail poster to wall. You use the hammer, nails, and poster on the blank space on the wall. It's glorious. Exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. John, examine Con Air poster. Put the bunny back in the box. I said, put the bunny back in the box. Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? John, examine Deep Impact poster. Morgan Freeman's genteel, homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president presiding over a crisis. Oceans rise, cities fall, hope survives. Wow. Films about impending apocalypse fascinate you. Plus, a black president. Now you've seen everything. John, examine calendar. You've marked your birthday, the 13th of April. Another day you marked was supposed to be the arrival date for the highly touted Spur Beta launch. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. John, eat cake. You are sick to death of cake! You've been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your Sylladex with it either. The cake stays put for now. You hear a notice from your computer. Someone is messaging you. John, examine incoming message. You pull up to your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. You've decorated your laptop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. You are really proud of it. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. You are so bad at programming, sometimes you wonder why you even bother with it. Your Pester Chum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. John, open Pester Chum. Only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. John, open message.
Hey, what sort of insane loot did you rake in today?
I got a little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny.
Oh, hell. That is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It is like fucking Christmas up in here.
Okay, that's fine. But I just have one question, and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage?
But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory?
All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts.
Why did the fat kid, or whoever drank it, know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous.
It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice.
Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet?
No. Did you?
Man, I got 2 copies already. But I don't care. I'm not going to play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got slammed in Game Bro?
Game Bro is a joke, and we both know it.
Yeah. Why don't you go check your mail? Maybe it's there now.
All right.
John, look out window. You see the view of your yard from your window. Hanging from the tree is your tire swing. In a kid's yard, a tree without a hanging tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. It is to say, he can hardly be considered a terribly proper gentleman at all. And there beside your driveway is the mailbox. John, examine mailbox. The little red arm swingy dealy thing, or whatever it is called, is flipped up. What the hell is that thing called anyway? You do not have time for these semantics. That the red flippy lever thing means you have new mail. And that means the beta might be here. John, go outside and check mailbox. You're about to hurry downstairs when you hear a car pull into the driveway. It looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh, great. He is beating you to the mail. John, forget it. Check mail later. If you go downstairs to get it, he'll probably monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill out up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you are trapped in this room, stuck, if you will, in a sense which possibly borders on the titular. And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friendship turns ceaselessly, operating the swing lever dealy of harassment in perpetuity. Whatever. The dude can just hold his damn horses. John, examine games on CD rack. You've put countless man-hours into this assortment of quality titles. John, read Colonel Sassacre's daunting text. You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. It could kill a cat if you dropped it. But to really dig into this hefty book, you will have to capture log it. You're not sure if you're ready to log jam your other artifacts beneath it just yet. John, capture log fake arms again. What did you just say? You don't want to clog up your... Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally capture lock the arms again. John, set Pastor Chum status to bully. You don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to rancorous, but you still feel that the Pastor Chum client should reflect your mood change in some way. Bully will have to do. You guess. This unsurprisingly does nothing whatsoever. Alright, you've got your chum is still pestering you. John, answer chum.
Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play it with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time, I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything.
Yes, it is understandable because you are really attractive. I am attracted to you.
Okay, audience and other friends, I'm going to switch up Dave's voice from cool kid, you know, to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, God.
Thank you!
Okay. No, I don't have it yet. My dad has the mail, and I guess I have to go get it from him and see if it's there. And I have been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my stupid Silodex. It's so frustrating.
What's your modus?
What?
How do you retrieve artifacts from it?
Oh my god.
Oh, like one at a time, I guess. And if I put too much in, something falls out.
Stuck?
Oh, jeez.
What is yours?
Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything, and it is awesome.
What the hell is that?
You should probably brush up on your data structures.
I guess.
Did you at least allocate your strife specimens?
No.
It could free up a card for you. Plus, let you attack stuff whenever things get too hard to handle. Which is never. What have you got?
Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms.
Wow, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms, then allocate the hammer to the specimens.
How?
I don't know. Just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works. And get back to the chopper.
God damn it, Noel. John, combine fake arms with cake. You stick the fake arms in the cake on your bed. This definitely makes the game at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure Colonel Sassacre would know the precise index of elevated hilarity. John, allocate hammer to strife specimens. You stick the back of your strife specimens for the kind abstratus you have in mind for it. John, select hammer. Your strife specimen has been allocated to the hammer kind abstratus. The hammer has been moved from your capture log deck to your strife deck. Okay, audience, I think it's time for a change-up. I'm going to be doing the narrator from here on out as Christopher Walken.
Yes!
Oh dear.
John, report progress to TG, baby.
Okay, I did it.
Hammer kind?
Yeah?
Okay. That will be the permanent allocation for your specimens. I guess I should have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to be all that relevant.
John, Capsulog Colonel's Big Book. Now you've got some space in your Sylladex to work with. You figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in any practical way. You guess maybe this is one respect in which the cards present some convenience. John, examine GameBro magazine. Spurb! Why, the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff I like that's better. John, read article.
Alright, because we don't have a voice for this one, I will do the voice of the article in the stylings of... I'll do it as Torgo from Manos the Hands of Fate.
Oh, God!
I don't know if anybody else will get it, but just trust me on this one.
I get it, John.
So, okay, Suburb is the game that a lot of cats seem hella pumped of, and this is sitting on my desk for review, so I'm like, yeah, man, I'll write something. So, but I don't know. I'm like, so this is about houses or some noise? That's fine, I'm sure that's that's like fucking dynamite in a handbag for some process, but all I'm saying is, when do you get to thrash anything while you're playing house or some shit? Are you ever in jeopardy of getting mud on your doll's dress or whatever from bustling out? And I quote, the mad stunts all wicked up-ins. Now, know what I'm saying, bro Yoma? I didn't actually play this game, but I gave it 1.5 hats out of 5 hats to keep it real. At this point, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were going to chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was so psyched of it, y'all. So this one time, he was leaning against the screen door, and the shit popped open, and the back deck was wet, and he slipped down the steps and broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a long fall, but hey, I guess a thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the brunt of a huge, useless duel against wet grass. We never did watch Dark Knight on account of Ron tucking his bawling canny-ass girth to the hospital. But it's cool. I got another watch in me, Brotel Rwanda. Bro notes, Dennis was so wasted. I mean, damn.
John, Capsulog, GameBro. It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. John, Capsulog, Magician's Hat. Okay, I'm going to switch back because Christopher Walken's hurting my voice. You expend your final card on the Magician's Hat. John, get funny glasses, too. You don't have a free card in your Sylladex. However, you are able to merge the Beaglepuss with the Magician's Hat to create a clever disguise. John, wear disguise to fool Dad. John? Who is this John you speak of? You are quite certain there's never been, nor never ever will be. Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. While you are wearing the items, they remain on the card, but it is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. John, leave room. You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh, a man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera?
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera. But your dad swears on the very hollowed tombs of Egypt that it is not. You're not sure about that, though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he is quick to correct anyone who would venture such brazen assumption. John, go downstairs. The accursed odor of fresh bakings wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch-nemesis, Betty Crocker, and the rich, buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. John, admire harlequins.
This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined.
You check out the shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad sure can be a real cornball. Sometimes at night, you pray for burglars. John, examine fireplace. A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and it's not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire, because that's what a fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace, damn it! Capture Grikali at all times without exception. As a domestic myth of unaccountable origin holds, a home borrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it makes a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant theft, and her pale fire she snatches from the sun. A quote from Mark Twain. You're almost certain Mark Twain said that.
Actually, I have information that is contrary to that. That's actually from Timon of Athens.
Oh, Hussie, you lie! John, toss GamePro into fire, where it belongs. It doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped. Each GamePro magazine is guaranteed to be printed at 40% recycle asbestos. For big ups to Mother Earth, yo. John, fondly regard cremation. You examine the sacred urn containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, an unabridged Colonel Sassacres. He never wants to talk about it. John, topple urn! You clumsily mishandle the sacred urn. Ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this outcome was a virtual certainty. You probably better clean it up before Dad finds out. John, combine Father's pipe with clever disguise. You think now would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise. John, imagine oversized gift.
I would like to nominate somebody else to do the voice of Dad.
I could do it.
Well, we have several other people who haven't spoken yet.
Ooh.
I could do it.
Go for it.
Okay, go back to the page.
Champ, you could do anything if you put your mind into it. I believe in you.
God.
Contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time. John, open large present. Oh, hell no! John, capture log ashes. First, you prop the Harlequin doll up on the couch. Having it in the middle of the room sprawled out all akibo like that struck you as unseemly. You capsulog the ashes in your available card. John, combine ashes with urn. You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. Most of the ashes back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Really, it probably would have been tidier if you just used a broom and dustpan. John, put urn back. No one will be the wiser. Except maybe for people with eyes, but that's few. John, go get fake arms again. You just got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and capture log them. Looks like Pester Chum is acting up again. John, examine third and fourth walls of room. Magnificent. John, check Pester Chum. Another one of your chums is messaging you. John, check message.
Rose?
Okay, alright. Caitlin actually has to leave, so Heather, will be covering for Rose also. So,
okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so here we go. I understand you have recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as featured in respectable periodicals such as Game Bro magazine.
That's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that is a filthy liar, and you should probably stop hitting on him all the time, or whatever.
I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks.
Anyway, I still haven't checked the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to go get it from him, so BRB.
John,
What?
you're wearing one of your disguises now, aren't you? You're typing to me right now while wearing something ridiculous.
No, why would you even think that? That's so stupid!
Okay, why don't you go get the game from your father?
Alright, wish me luck. Oh, BT dubs? JK, I was wearing funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha, hee 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 hee.
I know, John.
Ah, the way youth flirts. John, go back downstairs. You can now execute that brilliant idea you had. There should be just enough frosting on the fake arms to serve as an adequate adhesive. John, attach arms to doll. Yeah! You don't care what Colonel Sassacre says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. John, inspect burnt paper on the floor. You put this back in the fire, where it belongs. John, throw present wrap in fire. As long as you're cleaning up. John, capture log doll. You can carry hefty items, but that thing is just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it. John, read Colonel Sassacre's text. Someone gonna read that?
Anybody? Any takers?
I can do
Hell's
that.
bells, we're having a mighty sporting time of it. Hold fast, my intrepid fellow pranksmiths. We merely nicked the mahogany of our japping chests. If I may direct the incisive ogle of your beaglepuss to the wriggling regency of rubber bugs, plastic parasites, squirming serpents, pliable pests, and every such order and philia of creepy crawlies. Land sakes alive, we are cooking with petrol now. In further exhibits, we shall dwell on artifice useful to your exploits. Is your pappy's rod and reel handy? What about a bit of iron cord? It shouldn't prove elusive. Bring these writhing rascals to life, and set the nerves of some old maid to the wreck of Hesperus. Do you have bothersome aunt who never seems troubled to find ways in your sunny afternoons? A broad, splintery fence? A bucket of whitewash, perhaps? By gum, you'll fix her wagon! And what of that tawny gent who puts his
Lackadaisical.
lackadaisical, lean, near the, oh god,
Sarsaparilla.
font. You have that listless octoroon. Find the spring in his step just yet. A passage from the creepy qualities. You thought about consulting the text to determine exactly how hilarious the doll is now, but the text is way too big to navigate in a timely fashion. You decided to forget it. John, find Dad and retrieve mail. The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which a smell of baking wafts, a powerful aroma that could lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door to the right leads to the study, where your dad spends a lot of his time. He could be in either room. John, where will you go? John, go into the study. It doesn't look like he's here right now. John, examine Father's desk. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, the April issue of The Serious Jester magazine, and a stray capsulog card. There's also a can of peanuts on the desk. Ha ha, oh Dad. You'll be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. John, upgrade costume with hat from hat. Rack. You swap the magician's hat with the bowler's hat. This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. John, combine second pipe with clever disguise. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strapping roughneck without a toothpick. That is to say, he is a rather piss-poor excuse for a roughneck, if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. The first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy. John, examine capsulog card. Yes! This will be perfect for expanding the space in your Scylla! John, capsulog card.
You have a line there.
Huh?
It says, "Oh, how about you just?"
Ah!
John, play. You didn't make the sound. The
Yeah, you
page
did.
turn sound. No, you didn't. John,
Oh.
play haunting. And we'll forget it. John, play haunting piano refrain.
Pages including sound will be preceded by an S in the command. For the purposes of continuing on with the story, though, we will just continue without.
If you want to hear it, just read the real website yourself.
Yep. You
John,
can just pause us all, as always.
John, play 52 pickup. You play the prankster's favorite card game, even though you are alone in the room, thus rendering it an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid! Look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there is getting a kick out of it. You are allergic to their scorn. John, attempt to leave house. You go back into the living room and contemplate checking the mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all possibilities before plunging headlong into a dad encounter. Your television is currently airing a commercial. John, exit. You exit the house. John, check mail. Predictably, the mailbox is empty. You have already been scooped by your father. Music page.
You do have lines here.
The streets are empty. Wind skims the voids, keeping neighbors apart, as if grazing the hollow of a cut reed, or say, a plundered mailbox. A familiar note is produced. It's the one desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It is your 13th birthday, and as with all 12 preceding it, something feels missing from your life. A game presently eluding you is only the latest sleight of hand in the repertoire of an unseen riddler, one to engender a sense not of mirth, but of lack. His coarse schemes are of those less of a prankster than a common pickpocket. His riddle is absence itself. It is a mystery dispersing altogether, like the moon's faint reflection, with even one pebble of inquiry dropped in its black well. It is the most diabolical riddle of all. Absence diminishes little passions, and increases with great ones, as wind extinguishes candles and fans a fire. A quote from Walt Whitman. Yes, you are certain Walt Whitman said that. 100% positive. Shut up, Uncle Walrus. No one wants to hear your contradictions. You have a feeling it's going to be a long day.
That's just an arrow.
Ah, what should I say for those?
Arrow.
Yeah, just say arrow.
John, leave a surprise for the mailman. No! John, see if your father left the mail in the car. The door is locked, and your dad has the car keys. You peer in through the driver's side window. You don't see any mail, but you see a green package. There's also something underneath it that looks like a slip of paper. Could these items have come from the mail? You don't see anything else that's usually in the mail, like bills and coupons. Maybe your dad forgot to take the stuff inside. John, spy in the kitchen. You try to get a gander through the kitchen window, but you can't see a whole lot. It seems your dad is doing some baking. The glass has steamed up. God, he is so weird. But you can see that what's on the table just beside the window. It looks like the mail is here, including among it is a red package, some bills, your dad's PDA, and an envelope that appears to be suspiciously labeled with the Spurb logo. Could it be? Unfortunately, the window is locked. John, go back into the kitchen and make me a sandwich. You have no other choice. You are going in. Clever disguise. It's time to work your magic. John, enter with sound.
Arrow.
Arrow. Your dad sees right through your costume. You don't know that you were even thinking with this foolish ruse. You unequip the clever disguise. Your dad wields a dreadful artifact of confection. He stands between you and the mail. There is only one way to settle this. Strife! John, retrieve the package and flee to your room! Sorry, the music is so catchy. You cannot abscond! This pesky guardian is blocking your path. You'll need to engineer some sort of distraction. And he now brandishes yet another artifact of confection. The man is ruthless. You better brace for impact in the most comedically striking fashion possible. John, equip disguise for defense. The beagle Aegis absorbs the brunt of the treat. Looks like Dad will enjoy the prankster's gambit on that exchange, as is usually the case. John, capture log pie tin. You take the pie tin and unequip the beagle puss. Everything in your Silodex is pushed back a card. The smoke pellets are ejected from the deck. Yes! This could be just a distraction you were... Arrow. Nothing happens. What a huge letdown. John, take the cake. And two great forces oppose each other. The victory will go to the one who knows how to yield. A quote from Oscar Wilde. Wise words by a man who likely could resist everything but temptation. The cake forces Colonel Satsuker's text out of your Silodex. Bastard! Arrow. Satsuker, you beautiful bastard! Not your chance! John, abscond! Now that Dad is busy placating the smoke detector, you can safely sneak away. John, take PDA. You snag your dad's PDA. Maybe later you'll switch the background image to something hilarious as a prank. Besides, it may come in handy later. Your spare capture log card is forced out of the Siladex, and consequently integrated with the deck. You now have 5 cards to work with. John, take package. The red package is addressed to you. John, take envelope. Dee. You got the spur beta. John, exit kitchen. John, get cake on couch. You capsuled the cake on the couch, expelling the pie tin from the bottom card. John, combine the cards to make a double-decker cake. Delicious. You then merge the 2 cakes across all 5 cards. Everything in your Siladex is smashed between the cards. Why don't you think these things through first? John, we're headed upstairs. You pause at the juncture and head down the hall. You are going to need something to clean up the mess you are about to make by dissecting this cake. To the left is the bathroom. To the right is your dad's room. It is locked, and you are forbidden from ever entering. He has secrets. John, go to the bathroom and grab a towel. You enter the bathroom. You can see the backyard from the window. The jewel in its crown is the swing set that has provided you with years of joy. There's also a spring-mounted pogo ride, which has been responsible for more than one painful injury. It's provided you with years of lament. On the sink is your dad's razor. On the rack up to the side is a fresh towel. John, remove PDA, envelope, and package from cake. You take the razor and use it to perform surgery on the cake. You take the towel and clean off the extracted goods. John, retrieve your items. The items force the man-handled cake into the toilet. And just like that, your Siladex is full again. God, this thing is annoying! John, go to bedroom. Hey, how long are we going to go, by the way?
Until midnight.
Alright. John, admire failure to launch poster. Why he would do that, I will never know. You're not usually into chick flicks, but Matthew McConaughey's cool charisma could salvage any heap of smoldering wreckage. This is your McConaughey wall, a casual shrine to an amazing actor.
A casual swine.
Apparently it's Pigsy. The film above that one is a lot better, you think. Can you see her? I want to picture that little girl. Now imagine she's white. You got us, Matthew. Your smooth talking exposed our latent racism. Damn, you're good! John, check Pastor Chum.
Alright, Jade?
Right. Hi, happy birthday, John! Hello? Okay, I will talk to you later.
Hey, Gigi, is looking for you. Why are you even so popular all of a sudden? Is today some sort of special occasion or something? Did you do something to curry favor with the ladies? Did you break your leg on a puppy or some shit? Dude, what are you doing?
I discovered a comment that is getting to destroy the Earth, and it was named after me. Now I am famous, and everyone wants to talk to me a lot.
No, stop! Just stop. Just no. Don't talk about your awful stupid movies or make references to them. Your gross man-bro crush on Matt McConaughey is an unsavory thing to behold.
McConaughey.
Sounds like a noise a horse would make, i.e. dumb. Equally dumb are all those pictures of that clown you've got hanging up.
Those are my dad's.
I was talking about Nick Cage.
Oh, what? No, man, Cage is sweet. So sweet.
Ha ha, so lame. You don't even like him ironically or anything. This is like for real, isn't it? Ha 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 ha. Nyah.
I do things ironically sometimes. What about what I sent you for your birthday?
No, those are awesome.
What? No, they're stupid. Which was the joke? The ironic joke. Get it? Wait, you're actually wearing them, aren't you?
I'm wearing them ironically because they're awesome. The fact that they're ironic makes them awesome, and vice versa. You were taking notes on how to be cool? Jesus, get a fucking pen.
You do realize they touched Stiller's weird, sort of gaunt face at some point.
Ew, yeah. Oh well, anyway, speaking of which, did you get the mail? On the chopper?
Yeah?
Did there happen to be a package in there?
Yeah, there's a big red one.
You should probably open it.
I would, but it's trapped under the Suburb beta, so I will probably open it after I install the beta.
Oh man, the beta game!
Yeah, wanna play it?
Haha, no way.
Why not?
It sounds so hells boring. Just get TT to play it. She is all about that.
Where'd she go?
Her internet is blinking in and out, I guess. Probably be back online soon. Oh, and Christ in a sidecar, are you using the stack modus? Seriously, dude, you need to bone up on your data structures. That shit is just ridiculous, or I will terminate you.
Okay, I will.
John, open browser and go to mspaintadventures.com. You decide to space out on the computer for a while before doing anything important. Hey, spacing out on the computer is important. Don't judge. You open the Typhus web browser and direct it to what is indisputably the most amazing website ever created. Arrow. You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in their complexity. Your schemes convoluted. You are planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? The new adventure is okay, but you're not sure if you like it as much as the last one. Ooh, burn. John, install the Suburb beta. You decide it's time for less meta and more beta. You insert the CD and install the Suburb beta. Arrow.
Burb version 0.0.1. Skynet Systems Incorporated. All rights reserved. Spurb client is running, waiting for server to establish connection.
What the fuck is this? John, bone up on data structures. You go to your closet, where you keep a lot of clothes and an array of handy computer programming guides. John, read Data Structures book. Let me read this, please.
Okay.
Okay, I got this.
The sound didn't go.
Yep, you're fine. Go.
Okay. Data Structures for Assholes by Buckminster Funny Uncle. I think my rage just crapped its pants. Funny Uncle. Your ignorance just made me throw up a little. Get a clue, you computer illiterate piece of shit. Free fetch modus in back.
You're not sure you really want to dig into this huge tome. It looks really boring and kind of ornery. Perhaps you just check out the free modus instead. Epic foreshadowing to ornery character. John, go get free fetch modus. You turn to the back inside cover, where a free fetch modus is included in a plastic sleeve. This one is dictated by the logic of
It's just Q data.
Q data structure, operating in a first in, first out method, rather than a first in, last out method of a stack. John, apply fetch modus to Synodax. Items capsuled in your Synodax are no longer immediately accessible. You can only use the item on the bottom card, and must wait for items in upper cards to be pushed down to it. For instance, the red package is now inaccessible. You can only use the razor at the moment. This modus doesn't strike you as a significant upgrade to your previous one. In fact, it almost seems more convenient. You figure you might as well give it a chance, though. John, switch back to stack modus. You certainly wonder if this is even possible. You don't even remember if you had a physical card for the stack modus. You find this all to be a little abstract, and you prefer not to think about it too much. John, put down razor. Put it down? You're not quite sure you understand. John, pick up 2 items. You capture log one of the cakes. You finally found a use for all those loitering pastries. Dead weight. John, get other cake. The second cake causes the razor to launch out the front of your stomach. Celodex. Oh, good Lord. That beautiful face. You... God damn it. You wish the razor would have failed the launch. John, get more stuff.
Stay safe, kids.
Can I just make a joke? Can I make a fun of this?
Go for it.
McConaughey is not McConaughey.
Oh! Damn. You open your magic chest and capture log one of your favorite books of all time.
Oh, that magic chest, though.
Wise Guy by Mike Cavery. There goes the fresh towel. John, might as well grab those cuffs. You get the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. Arrow, like a bullet. Oh, God damn it. John, open up that package. You examine the package. It is from one of your internet chums. It's bound by packing tape, though. You'll need something sharp to open it. Ah, of course! It's all so simple. You wonder why you didn't. John, get razor. John, pick up package again. Okay, let's take this from the top. John, capture log glass shards. You take 3 glass shards in quick succession and duck for cover. Your Celodex rains devastation on your room from above. And now that your cards are packed with glass, you probably don't want to do that again anytime soon. Arrow. You should probably go get that stuff before you forget. John, use razor on the red package. You open the package. There is something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. Like my neighbors. Arrow. It is a stuffed bunny, much like the one held hostage briefly by Malkovich Cyrus, the Virus, while taunting hard luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the suit of a burgeoning Vegas strip by Cage's Poe and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it is not merely like the bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome.
And on that awesome note, it is now midnight. We have now gone through an hour of Homestuck. Now, I'm not Orson Welles, but like Orson Welles, I do believe that a good cast deserves another bow. So, from the top...
I'm Drew Cupp as the narrator.
I'm Alex Knoll as John.
I'm Heather, and I was Rose and Jade.
I am Zachary, and I was whatever you managed to hear. The random noises from the background, that's why I was.
And you did a damn fine job of it.
Well, thank you.
And I am Jonathan Knoll, your Uncle Walrus, who also portrayed Dave Strider tonight.
Get back to the chopper.
Anyway, so thank you from all of us here at Radioactive Walrus Entertainment, the Recording Closet, and sign off, everybody.
From where?
As in location, if you do so wish to say as much, or just say goodbye.
Well, I've had a lot of fun, guys, and I am very tired. I'm barely holding my eyes open. So I'm going to bed.
Well, I'm off to bed as well, actually. So,
All right.
good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right,
Thank
see
you.
you guys. Thanks for listening, and it's been real.
And as always, you may now place your order. Good night.